I'm Audrey Nungala from Mungkarta. I originally come from Ali Curung. I used to live at Ali Curung a long time ago with my families, my parents and brothers and sisters. Went to school at Ali Curung, and then my parents sent me away to a boarding school to learn and study more. When I finished my schooling, I came back, and in the late 70s, people in the community were corroboree Pulaba for the festival, Pulaba festival. In that time I learned to paint from my mother and father taught me to paint. I used to help them to paint on a board. They used to have that fun dancing, traditional dancing, anguru, on the eastern side from the community. That's when our families, our old people used to get together and do that dancing, dance about devil's marble, kalu, and dancing, teaching young children to dance about devil's marble. Ladies collecting bush plum around devil's marble. So that were the dancing that people used to do before my families. Yeah, in the late 70s, that's when I started to do painting then. I've learned and helped my mother and father to do painting on boards. That's the board they used to put it on, to dig a hole and dance around it. From there on, then I started doing lots of painting then. That's where, in those days, we didn't use much paint. I used to follow my mom and dad and other sisters, young sisters, at bush, and we used to collect corkwood barks.
What is bark?
Burrow. We used to burn them and make the barks get black. Then we used to crush them to make that black powder. With that, we used to paint on boards. And during that time, we didn't have glue at the shop, so we had to use sugar, mix sugar with water, and then paint with that first, and then with the black powder then to make black. And with the white, we used to collect white flour from bush, and then we used to chop them up, crush them up, make them really fine like a wool then, and it would show just white. And that's where we get our white from. And with the ochre color, we just use red ochre. We didn't use much paints in those days, so they were the colors that we were using. Nowadays, I see we use paints. So, from there onward then, while my father used to paint, he used to tell a story as he go along. Yeah, all my sisters are all artists, and they paint too. So we've been on that painting line since late 70s. When our father he left us, we then start doing painting of ourselves now. Start doing painting on boards and getting stories from our family members. Give a story about dreaming. But mostly we do painting about Ngapa, our rain dreaming from Wallabanba. That's our country there. And it's the rain dreaming totem. So we mostly do that on our father's side, and for our mother's side, we do bush onions, wild bush onions, and they're the only two paintings that we can do from our mother's side, from our father's side. Plus we also can do bush beans, walgaberry. We can't do other people's business, other people's dreaming. We can't do that because we'll get into trouble using somebody else's dreaming or designs. We moved from Ali Curung, we moved to Mungkarta because of that sorry business we've been having, so we had to move out of that community, move to another community in Mungkarta. And now we are still doing painting at Mungkarta. We do the land, the plants, the bush medicines. And we've been encouraging our young children to do painting. We tell stories about our dreaming, only our dreaming, to our children. So one day they can carry on, or they'll remember or know that what design we are doing. So most of our children, because I come from a very large family, so we sort of live together and look after each other. It's only the children now. Our mom and parents are both gone. So it's only the children, ourselves and our grandchildren and great-grandchildren and their children lives today. So we've been encouraging our children to do painting. We take them out bush. Sometimes we go out camping, show them bush tucker, what's ready to be eaten. Yeah, it's been really good with families living in one community, so we can all share our stories together, not only to ourselves, but to our children and their children and their children. So a lot of our young generations have been learning how to paint. So they see us doing painting and they try to copy that design onto their artwork. So here today we are now sitting down at Likapata, northeast of Tennant Creek. It's an outstation. And we've come together from people, the artists from Mambladwaj, Apanara, Mangalore, one from Tennant Creek, and Asma from Mungkarta. Yeah, we gather up here today for this 1 week workshop, art workshop. It's been really good out here. People gathering up together, we're sharing artwork, and we're looking at different styles of painting from each community. So today is Thursday. We have to go into town today and sell our artwork at the markets, Ninkanyunyo, and sell our artwork there. It's been really good out here, mixing with other artists from other communities around Berkeley.